Morning, folks. Day's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be practicing doing some face lathering. Something I'm not too good at. Anyhow, this is the stick soap that I'm going to be using today. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements alum block here, what's left of it with no rubber band. And I got Humphrey's witch hazel, and it's got menthol and peppermint in it. It smells pretty good. And going to be the topper of the day is going to be Floid Black. Good stuff. I need to get some more of it. Let's see here. I already put a hot towel to the face this morning, and already put some coconut oil on there. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. This video might run a little bit longer than normal, as I am, like I say, still trying to learn how to do this. And I got a few different kinds of stick shaving soap, though thought I'd give it a try with various different sticks. And maybe by the end of all the stick shaving soap, I would be better at face lathering. Past few days, this will be the third day I've used this soap. You know, just kind of practicing face lathering, as well as checking out the edge on this straight razor, which I'll show here pretty soon. And straight razor is really nice. I've got it listed down below. It is a unique, I guess you might say not a typical looking straight razor, in that it's concaved in design. And I don't know a whole lot about the folks that made this straight razor, but it seems like for no bigger than it is, it seems to have a wee bit of weight behind it than what one would expect. And I'm going to do something. I tried this yesterday in hopes that maybe this would help. I started out I guess you might say my first day was trying to, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on the brush here just in case. I want to make sure I got plenty of soap. First day I was using a badger brush, and realized that probably give myself the best chance to succeed after using that probably ought to go with synthetic. I seem to have a better luck creating lather with a synthetic than I do a natural bristle. And I think the natural bristle for meat should be using as a horsehair. This one here is synthetic, Yaqi, and this particular brush is one of the first ones that they came out with when they first started. In other words, this is not one of the recent ones. And getting my lather where I like it, somewhat wet, has been a bit of a challenge still. Eventually I think I'll get there. Keep on working with it. I'll finally figure it out. But I do know it is a little sloppy. Slinging stuff everywhere. For me, I do much better at bowl lathering. And I'm sure there's folks out there like Johan. Some do better at face lathering than they do bowl lathering, and I'm the other way around. It's one thing to create enough lather for the first pass, where I was having problems with the badger brush. Maybe I just didn't get enough soap on it. And I didn't put any on the brush to help out any. But anyway, getting it exactly where I need and having enough for a decent enough soap for 2 or 3 more passes was my challenge with the badger. I'll just need more practice, I'm pretty sure of it. Don't know that I'll go the, oh, how can you say, 4 or 5 minutes trying to create lather. Don't think I need to go quite that long. This might work. I think there might be enough in there for a couple more passes. We'll find out. It's been, how can you say, a challenge for me, learn how to face lather. Alright, straight razor. Need to get my hands dried off here, and I got soap all over it. Yes, this will be the direction to go. Don't know how much of this you'll be able to see. Now my nose is going to start itching. Like I said, I've got it listed down below what the name is. This particular lineup, it is very difficult to see right over here. I guess you might say this is from the IXL. It says Celebrated IXL razor. And anyway, what's on that blade right there etched in, this is just really nice. Lou should know a bit more about it, since this is where it came from. Go ahead and get started here. It has been quite a bit of fun with the face lathering. That's how I get soap and water everywhere. And let's say, it may be just me, but it feels like whatever this is made out of, it seems to be heavier. Makes it pretty unique in my opinion. Feels pretty good. And if I was looking at the information correctly, I think this name may have been around since, I think it's the mid 1600s. I think, if I remember right, it's been around for a moment. They got an early start, in other words. Like I said, this edge does feel pretty good. And I'm assuming with, by the way, it's got a barber's notch. Don't know if I'll ever learn how to use that part, but I don't know. As it goes for the grind, I don't know what you would call that. Don't know if that's going to be considered 3/4. It's hard for me to tell. I have to say, this has generated enough interest for me that I might be looking at getting some more of these. Got this one here in the drawing. Facebook group, straight razors. For me, it's just this blade, the shape, the weight. It just feels really nice. Really surprised when I got it in the mail at how much it weighed, because you know it looks like it's what, I don't know, what, 4 or 5/8. And the way that it shaves is not, I guess you might say, in my opinion, not not quite typical. It feels like it's got weight behind it. One of these days I need to get a wedge or a near wedge and make sure it's got a good edge on it and give it a try. I've used this soap before and it seems to work pretty decent for me. Can't complain. Like I said, most of whatever I'm lacking is, I don't consider part of the soap being the problem. It's just me learning how to face lather and how to get enough soap to get it where I like it. But hopefully through going through all the various different kind of stick soaps that I got, I'll find one that maybe it's easier for somebody to learn how to face lather. Maybe I won't either. I've got several sticks to be using. And as goes for prices, not all stick soap is created equal. This one here I would consider on the inexpensive side. You can get it, depending on whether you find it on sale or what the case might be, you might find it at $4.99, $5.99. Not too terribly expensive in comparison to others that want $17, $20 for 2.5 ounces of soap on a stick form. That's somewhat on the higher side. I don't have any of those either. At least not yet. I had thought about it, but I don't know. In other words, just getting one, because I don't have any of that kind of soap. In other words, like D.R. Harris would be one. It's one of these days I'm interested in trying it, and I think maybe the stick soap might be the direction I would want to go. It does take a little bit for me, using shavettes, using a blade that's this long, to learn how to work that blade the full length across my face. Just taking a little while. I think it may be more about just being comfortable with it. It's not something that's going to come to you overnight. You have to keep on practicing. And earlier this week I caught that spot right there. I'm trying to miss it. Caught it right there. It would not stop bleeding. See, look, like I see my lather. It's not. See, I still got a lot of practice there. It's trying to go away on me. Like I say, I don't think this is the soap. I haven't had this problem with the soap before. I think it's more me trying to learn how to face lather. I would say that right there should speak to the slickness of the soap right there. Haven't had any problems with the slickness of the soap. It's worked well for me. I think it's just me trying to learn how to face lather. I have got soap everywhere on my hands. It'll take some practice. But my face is pretty smooth. It's healed up pretty decent over here. I do have that one tender spot right there. But it's healed up from the last straight razor. They got me. It's pretty decent, but this one down here though, when I first started, it's a bump that comes up every once in a while. Skin tag, whatever the case might be, right there, and I found it. And now I don't think it's quite healed. I used some Nivea on it, and it did help out quite a bit as it goes for stop bleeding. But I think just a while ago it kind of irritated it just a little bit. I do have a different kind of shaver coming up on my next video. The Kevin, I did a video, he started out with it and mentioned that it was aggressive, which at that point I had already ordered it before his video. And then when I saw his video, like others, you know, you go to went to Yaqi's website, and of course they didn't have any there listed, and it's called Knight's Helmet. It's a double edge, and there's a little bit of stinging this morning. That is one thing, getting used to a straight razor, you know, because they did come in, I guess you might say, different weights and whatnot for me. Sometimes to get my pressure off just a little bit. I got a little bit of stinging right there, and of course down here. Not right there, I'm not sure what that is, so it may be another bump trying to come up. Another irritation. But anyway, I'll show you here in a moment. But he had mentioned that it was aggressive, and week of Thanksgiving I did a shave with it, and it is a one with a lot of blade feel. It's a very efficient shaver. It I've got it married up here with a handle by Razor Rock radio knob. This particular handle does, it's not a lightweight handle, gives the whole entire shaver a decent amount of weight. I don't have a blade in it right now, but this is what it looks like. This is if you're a 2-pass shaver and don't mind a little bit of blade feel, or one that's very efficient, this might be the head for you. If you visit their website and just look at their razor heads alone, most of them are pretty inexpensive, especially if you're like me, you've already got plenty of handles. Might be worth checking out. When I first ordered this, it only come in one flavor, in other words, chrome. And now I think there's 3 different flavors. There's chrome, I think one is matte chrome, and the other one's, is it matte nickel or just nickel? I can't remember. Anyway, there was 3 different ones. When I ordered mine, there was just the one. And shortly after ordering it, it disappeared off the website, and then it reappeared with a total of 3 available now. Like I said, the name of it is Knight's Helmet, and you know, like I say, it's that day I used it, it was pretty efficient. Considerable amount of blade feel. Floid Black. This is the only one that I've got from Floyd. I like it. It's just, for me, this is a really nice scent. I don't believe, at least per my nose, I don't have a soap that matches this scent. But I really do like this scent. Don't use it enough. It's kind of like, in a way, it's in that same category with Fine Platinum. Really nice scent. Really like it. And that kind of makes me not want to use it very much. Especially since Fine went up on their prices. And now if you have had a chance over Black Friday, you got your Fine's aftershave at a discount. I think they were offering 30% off and so on and so forth. But anyway, if you haven't tried Floyd, I would start with this one. This one's a good one to start with. Just got another spot right there. Getting better at it though. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Like I said, I've got my next shaver is going to be the Yaqi head there, Knight's Helmet, and I haven't quite decided which is going to be the next shave stick. But my next several videos will be with shave sticks. I'll be practicing with the face lathering, hopefully get better at it. And especially to me, the way I look at it, these you don't see very often. But the idea to me is that if you got a small space you're trying to keep all your shave stuff in, just knowing where you can go and get all these shave sticks and be reasonable in their prices. In other words, not $20 for 2.5 ounces because it's a shave stick. But in other words, this is definitely a great value. Don't take that last pass as a problem with the soap. That's me, the operator, having issues. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.